Hello guys, bienvenidos from Barcelona. Welcome to the stream today. There she is, our trusty old metal. I have a gut feeling that today she's not going to be that trusty after all. So let's see how this is going to go. And hello Keenan, happy Easter to you as well, thank you very much. Welcome to the stream. And yeah, we will get into all the flight setup in just a second. Let me know if the sounds are alright. I have a feeling mic might be a little bit too much, so I'm going to dial that down just a notch. Alright, and yeah, failure stream today. This can only go horribly wrong, but I think it's gonna be fun. I think we are in for a very good experience today. I'm sure some of you guys have seen other streamers doing failure streams as well. I've enjoyed them a lot, and I thought this would be a super nice opportunity to do one as well. And main objective behind that, of course, is to learn about the aircraft, the way it functions, the way the system operates, learn about redundancies, all that kind of stuff. Of course, you guys know that, but please keep in mind I'm not a real-world pilot. So I don't know all the procedures by heart. In fact, there's only very few procedures I know about. And for that matter, I will also rely on you guys today. I have put in the 737 QRH into the Discord. And I would be more than happy to see you guys help me out here, lead me to the right sections, call out any failures you might notice which I don't, lead me to the right checklists. All that kind of stuff. So you can find the QRH on my Discord. Otherwise, you can also just Google for 737 QRH, and you will find a bunch of them. So that's the plan. We are flying online on VATSIM as well. I was looking for not flying into an event with failures. I'm happy to get ATC, but also I wanted to avoid any major events going on here today. Not sure if at the moment there's anything online, but I think no, at the moment we don't have ATC online, and that's just fine for me. Right, and then I think first things first, let's get this boarding kicked off.
Boarding requested.
So we're gonna be out here in due time. I have set the estimated departure time for 15:30 Central Europe time, so that's 25 minutes from now. Right, and I also want to show you guys why I picked this route specifically. It's not, it was not a random route selection. No, we are already in the plane. It was not a random route selection. I will put up Volanta in just a second. So here's Volanta. This is our routing, going across the Mediterranean. And part of the reason why I chose that route specifically is we have a bunch of airports around here, which I all have installed in the sim. So we have a lot of good alternate airports available. We have Palma, we have Girona, Marseille, Nice, we have Ajaccio as well, we have Olbia, and then most importantly we have Rome as well. And flying into Naples, it's not like Skiathos or Paro or any of those very crazy airports, but it's also not like this 4-kilometer huge runway which you're gonna find on major airports. So I don't know, if we find something troublesome on our geo or indication that braking might be an issue, then I think Rome is eventually quite an attractive alternative for us. But let's hope we make it to Naples. And on this 1.5-hour flight with maximum failure rate, I am expecting around about 15 failures, something like that, plus minus a bit. 15 failures to come, depending on the severity. So might be only very easy failures, right? And then the aircraft is easily controllable. And then if we like, we can put in a go around in Naples just for the fun of it and see if we can trigger any more severe failures. But we never know. With the random failure generation might be, I don't know, uncontained engine failure gonna be the first first one we get. I don't know. Can be anything really. Can just about be anything. Right. I would say let's jump into the flight deck. Just quickly looking around. There's not a whole lot of traffic around. Another Ryanair over there. Someone over on the approach. And I would say let's get to it. So here we are. One more thing to mention. I was thinking about when to start the failures. And my idea was just to switch them on when we start the pushback. Then I think we have quite a taxi route ahead of us for the departure. So we will most likely get one failure up to the departure. And then of course if it is something that would really prohibit us from getting airborne, then of course we will delete that one failure out and look for the next one. But it might be something minor which we can handle on the ground and still get airborne. So that's the plan. And now let's do a bit of setup. First of all, fuel. Yeah, trip time 1 hour 34 minutes. It will pretty much take 3.9 tons to get to Napoli. I did put in 1 ton of extra fuel. You know, it's just a gut feeling today. And so total fuel is going to be 881. 8.8 tons. Alternate is Fiumicino, of course. Yeah, Keenan, flight from Dublin, version 2 MK Studios. Yeah, I've seen it a lot on content creators. Awesome scenery, absolutely stunning scenery. I didn't buy it yet, but I will for sure do it very soon. Looking forward to fly out of Dublin. Looks like a very, very great scenery. Okay, and at zero fuel weight we have 59.2 today. I think that's around 170 or 180 packs. 59.2. So 82.7%. Right, then I'm just noticing I forgot to download the flight plan from Debrief. I will quickly fetch that. And then we should be able to get it here in the PMDG as well. Lima Echo Bravo Lima 2 Lima India Romeo November. Request, select, and there it's loading in. Also we can check the weather to see what runway is active here today. But I think it will be departure towards the west. Yeah, so that's 14 knots 210. Variable winds Cav OK 17 degrees 1020. No significant change. That's looking good. And also I think I still need to set up the Navigraph charts. Import flight from Debrief. There we go. Let's set this up nicely for us. Okay, so airport layout, we will be departing 2-4 left. That's the normal operations. In reality, when the airport is very busy, they even taxi all the way around here. They taxi behind that runway, then come around all the way to this one. Depending on how busy the approach is, we might just cut over the runway. I think it will save us quite a bit of time. And then I think usually you get the Verso for Quebec, which is also kind of a fun procedure. Let's set this up while we are here. So first of all, loading in the route. Just waiting for this one. And then we're gonna have call sign Ryanair 1 Delta Hotel. Route is in here. Yeah, that looks good. Departure 24 left, Verso 1 Quebec. 4 Quebec, sorry. 4 Quebec it is. And that's fun. So we just climbed to 500 feet, go on a left-hand turn to intercept the, or we turn left heading 162 and then to parallel 3000 above. We have a maximum of 210 for our bank angle. NITBA below 6000. And then Verso, and I think we might be able to catch a direct somewhere over there. Initial climb clearance 6000. So that's the plan. Over for Naples. Last time I checked, they even operated on runway 06, which is not very often the case, but today it seems to be the case. So I will set up for which arrival is gonna be the Papa November Zulu Ponza. Ponza arrival into 06. That's the initial plan. So ILS Zulu. Sometimes these spots are hard to hit. Ponza 1 Charlie or lever most likely. Okay, activate. Performance. A350 pilot, hi. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? Alternate, final reserves plus alternate is 3.1. Like this. Cost index 6, which I believe is the standard Ryanair cost index. 0 free weight 59.2. Cruise level. I'm just noticing I 5320, but we will actually go up to 360. Let me very briefly correct that for VATSIM. And the new altitude is filed. Good. Seems like GSX was very fast, but we will take our time, certainly today. Ah, you're flying from, I guess that's Warsaw, is it? Echo Papa Whiskey Alpha to Echo Bravo Charlie India. Which one is the latest, the last one? Charlie India. Help me out here. I kind of forgot what that airport was. So back to our chart. Initial heading. Actually, we can take 162. We're just gonna go left 162 after 500. Whee! That was a sneezer. 162 and then initial climb 6000. Like that. Okay, let's actually fire up the APU and get the APU bleed going so our packs can enjoy some nice air conditioning. This is coming to 360. Ah, that's Brussels, right. Brussels South. Or actually, it's not Brussels. It's some other city. It's usually what Ryanair does, right? They fly into, apparently into a city like Frankfurt, but then they fly to Frankfurt-Hahn, which is like 1.5 hours away. I think it's a similar situation in Brussels. What else did I want to do? Ah, right, takeoff calculations. Let's launch Topcat. Let's do that together. Different registry, but it's the correct setup for this aircraft. 24 left, update, and then we have a estimated takeoff weight of 67.8 tons. Flaps optimum takeoff 2. Let's try with takeoff 2. We can also at 17 degrees, so let's do air conditioning off. I hope we remember. We will go full length. Let's see if this gives us any values. It does. Flaps 1, takeoff 2, select temperature 39, 88.8% and 1 for this one. So N1 select takeoff 2. Climb, yeah, I think we can do normal climb. Should be fine. 39. Close enough. 89. Takeoff flap 1. We should put in the winds as well to make it accurate, which is 220 at 14. And then acceleration and reduction. I think I'm going to go 800. Is there any special ops for Barcelona in place? Anyone happen? Oh, that was the wrong format, of course. 800 and 800. Actually, we can check the black box page. Make it a bit more realistic for us. Airport information, Barcelona, and it's a NADP2, so they have 1020, 1020. So I think ours is just about fine. Okay, back to this one. And center of gravity 19.8, and that's 149. 150 and 154. Like that. So 154 coming in here. Flight directors, auto throttle, VNAV, LNAV. Nice. Let's get this air conditioning going. Okay, and I think we are looking good, right? We are. Do we need to set up anything else? So that's all set on the overhead. Taking a look outside. Nice and free. Double checking vPilot. Still no controller online here, so let's go to Unicom. Okay. Then we can get to do some checklists after I've tested the oxygen and completed the overhead panel, of course. Seatbelts are on. Right. So pre-flight checklist. Oxygen is tested 100%. Navigation transfer and display. Then we have. Oh no, not the internet. Oh, guys, I fear it might be crashing on us. Okay, connection is back on. I hope you guys were with me all the time. Not sure if there was a lag there. Crystal, hey, welcome back. How's it going? We will set transponder 1000. And what else was I trying? Parking brake. Of course. Let's set engine start levers are cut off. Pre-flight checklist is completed. I will quickly get my controls in place. And then we are good to go, I would say. I think I said it on the last video, I now have the TCA Boeing yoke, which is amazingly good. I enjoy it a lot, especially flying the 737. Just getting this one fixed to my desk. There we go. Okay. Right, then APU generators 1 and 2. We get the fuel pumps on. There should be some, 1 ton in the center tank. And we get those anti-collision lights. This is all looking quite nice, and then we can get rid of all the ground connections. Make sure the jetway is disconnected, or is it trying to disconnect? It's wobbling around a bit. Okay, let's see. Not sure what's going to happen there. Flying Wolf, hi, grüezi. Greetings to Switzerland, I assume. Yeah, welcome. And Larson, do you use default sensitivity for your yoke? Almost. I think I can quickly show you, I just put in a very small null zone to get a little bit of non-movement area there in the center, but other than that, see, that's like full left, full right. That's just straight lines. I kept it very simple there. Which engine are we using? You're referring to the 737 engine? I think it's the 26K CFM engine. I think we have those almost on all the 737s. Oh, I love that feature that it even gives me the right departure route on here. That is so cool. Okay, I think we're good to go, aren't we? Voice recorder maybe should come on, especially today. Before start checklist, flight deck door closed and locked. Fuel, we have almost 9 tons on board. Fuel is balanced. We have passenger signs on, windows are locked. I hope they are. Yeah, it should be. MCP V2 154, heading 162, altitude 6000, that is set. Takeoff speeds V1 149, VR 150, V2 154, trim 6.08. We can trim that up already. Let's do that now. One thing I just noticed is the winds. I haven't put in the winds yet. I'm not sure if it works like that. If not, we can just enter the average wind value. Okay, it seems to work. No, invalid. No, there's no wind. But then we can just go in here and take the sim brief average value, which is 321 at 48. Like that. Okay, so CDU preflight is completed. Rudder and aileron trim is 3 and 0. Taxi and takeoff briefing. Yeah, we talked about the takeoff. Taxi we will do on the way, and anti-collision lights are on before start checklist is completed. So let's ask for pushback. And see if there's any traffic, but I don't think we even need to make a call. Very empty here at the moment. Yeah, and so we can keep it simple and just cross the runway here. This will shorten our taxi by a big amount. Okay, now we come to the fun part of today's stream, which are the failures. And as I've said, I'm going to arm them now for the pushback. And then I will just hope that nothing critical pops up on our way out. So that's failures, all system, random failures. Events maximum is 59, which we can put in here. And as I've said before, it's gonna come out at roughly 15 failures for this 1.5 hour flight. No limiter, and then we hit execute, and that's that. I will try not to look at these active failures unless there's something I really can't figure out. Then I might need to take a look into that. But other than that, we will just handle it as if it's just a very normal, beautiful day for flying. Facing south, apparently. Brakes off.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at wind.
And off we go. Let's track the clock time over here. And yeah, let's fire up number 2. Packs off. And starting number 2. I'm just thinking about one thing I should set up, which I usually skip. But today it makes a whole lot of sense to set up for an approach in case we need to return to the airfield. And so let's set up the ILS for 24 right. So 109.5 and 244. So ILS 109.5. And course 244.
Please set parking brakes.
244 set.
Cockpit to ground.
Parking brake is
Good
set.
engine start. You can disconnect.
Keenan, you're saying your best ride, I think, is minus 19 from Stansted to Venice. That's a beautiful landing, my friend. It is somewhat untypical for Ryanair, as we all know, but it is a very good one. Okay, let's fire up engine number 1. I have some weird sounds already, but that might be FS realistic. Oh, I'm just so scared. I'm already sweating cold sweat of fear. That's what's happening already to me. Okay, 25 fuel is coming in. Ooh. It might get crazy.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
Oh, I was disconnected from VATSIM. Okay, now we should be all set again. Okay, do we have 2 good engines? Now it all makes sense now, like looking out for all the values, checking if everything makes sense. I am already a bit... no, okay, that's decreasing since it gets hotter. It's running into the engines. Oil quantity is decreasing. Okay, that makes sense. Oil temperature, this one is still warming up. Like, those are the values I usually don't look at during a regular flight when I don't have failures enabled, but today we need to look out for all of those. Generator 1, generator 2 packs. This one coming to auto, APU bleed off, those are coming to continuous. APU off. Brake RTO, we have a flap 1, trim is set to 6 units. We will do a flight control check. Full left, full right, neutral, full up, full down, neutral, rudder, full right, and full left, neutral. I'm just seeing that my my elevator is actually a little bit below. I wonder if that's due to Might be the trim that's doing that, I don't know. Okay, before taxi checklist, generator 1 and 2 are on, probe heat is on, anti-ice not required, isolation valve auto, engine start switches are continuous, recall, also very important button for today. Does it check both sides? Yes it does. Recall is checked, auto brake, RTO, engine start levers are idle, flight controls are checked, and ground equipment is clear. Whew, let's do it. Let's move. Okay, let's go. Putting in a bit of power. Yeah, GSX Specialist found the best Ryanair flight of their life. I totally believe that. If I know how an airplane flies, you mean like the physical laws of airplanes flying, or what are you referring to? I mean, physical laws are quite simple if you stay at a simple level to explain them. So it's just airflow over the wing creates a low pressure area above the wing. It's giving you the lift, and the engines, of course, giving you the thrust forward. If that's what you were referring to. Okay, traffic, weather radar we don't have, terrain, we're mostly flying over ocean, so I'm gonna leave it out just now. And now the question is the approach free? It looks very much so, so we should be good to go. Have you heard of airfoil? Oh, I've heard about it. Wait, what was airfoil? Can't remember. Give me a hint once again. Maybe I just don't know the English word, but the German one. Okay, approach is free. Right side is also free. I should put on these strobes for crossing. Just one thing I want to double check is the airport elevation. That's basically 0, it's sea level, so let's put this to 0 as well. The Wright brothers invented the first plane which could fly, which have an airfoil shape. Okay, so is airfoil just the description of the physical shape of the wing, I assume? Which is creating the low pressure area above the wing. An airfoil, or aerofoil in British English, is any structure designed to manipulate the flow of a fluid to proceed to produce a reaction, which in an aircraft's case is aerodynamic lift. Yeah, okay. Not sure how good we can see it here from the outside, but you would see it best when you have the cross section of the wing, right? So the air flowing above the wing takes longer to do so compared to below. So it flows on top of the wing with a higher speed, and that creates the low pressure area above the wing. Crossing another runway, but this one is barely used in Barcelona, I believe. Guys, honestly, I'm quite scared already. We could have failures being active already. I am somewhat freaking out. And if you guys spot any warning light that's on somewhere in here, I might miss those. And please shout it out in the chat. Okay, we take a left-hand turn here. Quickly pulling up the airport chart again. Left-hand turn and then we just go full length. So kilo and then golf 1 for 24 left. And then for the takeoff we can also make a quick announcement on Unicom. Hey Danish Flyer, how's it going? Let's go TARA. Wow, if my passengers only knew what's going on today, I think they would have gladly stayed here in Barcelona. And greetings to Tokyo. Good evening to you. Nice, you're flying to Heraklion. Cool. Doing some Greek island ops. Awesome. Oh cool, you're an aircraft maintenance engineer first year. Nice. Very good. It's very good to have you in the chat today. You can certainly give us a lot of background knowledge to all these systems which are going to fail today. And Pilot Keaton watching from Cape Town, South Africa. Wow, this is so international here. I love it. Welcome, Keaton. Welcome to the stream. Okay, guys, one thing we did not really do right now is do a departure briefing. But it does make sense to do one today. So during low speed regime, I will of course
Barcelona traffic is 4 holding short runway 24 right. Barcelona traffic.
I will of course abandon the start for pretty much anything that pops up. Then above 100 knots up to V1 for anything that's sort of affecting the controllability of the aircraft. And then after V1 we of course bring it into the air for the in case we have an engine failure, especially when it's a left engine failure, we will not go into the left turn. We will just continue straight since we don't want to turn over the dead engine and climb to probably 3,000 feet or some safe altitude, and then slightly we want to turn out over the ocean away from the terrain, and then eventually return to the departure airport. So let's do it. Strobes are on. I forgot to switch them off. Classy. Let's do the fixed lights. I think that will be enough for the departure, and then we have the packs coming off as we have planned for. Before takeoff checklist, flaps position 1, stabilizer trim up 6 units and packs are off. Before takeoff checklist completed. And now I quickly want to make an announcement. Why are we not moving? Ah, there we go. Barcelona traffic. Ryanair 1 Delta Hotel is lining up and departing runway 24 left, Barcelona.
Barcelona traffic is 400X lining up runway 24 right. Barcelona traffic.
Oh, he's departing 24 right, okay. Hey Flo, gute greetings to Taipei, my friends. Alternate airport is Rome Fiumicino if we even get there. Let's see. Okay, and let's focus now. I would say everything is looking good. $80 knots. Oh, I'm disconnected from the network again. I hope internet is running fine, guys. I hope you're still with me. Steps up. Oh, this is beautiful hand flying it. That's a lot of fun, but I should switch on the pecs. So I will go autopilot, command, overhead panel, pecs, back into auto. Okay, we are on our way. We are climbing. Autoback coming off. Start switches back off. Taxi and turn off lights off. One thing I can't do is I cannot put the gear lever into off position since my physical gear lever does not allow for that, so it will stay up. And that's that. We will keep on climbing. .360, and then as I've mentioned before, yeah, I think we can take it direct there, so there's absolutely no traffic here. So let's go legs, verso, direct, and there we go. Enjoying the live stream all the way from Bali, Indonesia. Awesome, guys! You're killing it from all the places you are tuning in today. That's amazing. Greetings to Bali. Okay, after takeoff checklist, engine bleeds are on. Pecs are auto. Landing gear is up, not off, as I've said, and flaps are up. No lights after takeoff checklist is completed. Okay, so it's 18 minutes since the pushback. Means like we have at least one, maybe even two failures already. But seems like it's something that is unenunciated. At least we don't see anything here. Matching up the heading back. And that's flight level 100. Should go to standard. So lights off. And I would say that is a very smooth cruising, so we can put the seatbelts to off. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Connecting back to VATSIM. I'm always being kicked out, so annoying. Check the hydraulics. Oh. TCAS, I have control, but that's no issue. Okay. Yeah, check hydraulics. Okay, hydraulics up here look good. We can check the engines. Fuel flow. Oh, that's odd. That's odd. Why is the fuel flow so terribly different? And I have vibrations on the right engine. Oh, holy... Oh, it's starting already. Are you freaking kidding me? No, come on. Fuel, that's just center fuel, that's fine. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, I'm gonna need the first checklist. I think certainly in the real aircraft we would feel those vibrations going on. Okay, engine. Oh, I hate it. I was hoping for some very easy failures. High engine vibration. Condition. The vibration level is 4.0 units or more, and we have 4.4. Choose one. In icing conditions. No, we are certainly not in icing conditions. So we go to step 4. Auto throttle, disengage. Thrust lever, affected engine confirmed. Retard to maintain vibrations below 4. Okay. Right engine. Sorry, that's just my controls. Reduce power to get below 4.0. Oh guys, why do I get engine trouble just after takeoff? Are you freaking kidding me? You gotta be joking. Okay, that's 4.2. Vibrations are decreasing. But not by a lot. Now it's coming back up. No. I don't think that's going to work. Note, if the vibrations does not decrease when the thrust lever is retarded, check other engine indicators. If other engine indicators are normal, no further action is needed. Okay, so we are back at idle power. I'm just gonna get this fuel pump off. I can quickly share the checklist with you, what it says here. So, if the vibration indication does not decrease when the thrust lever is retarded, check other engine indications. If other indications are normal, no further action is needed. So I am reading that if the engine is running fine, apart from that, we are pretty much good to continue. I'm seeing that oil temperature is above the other engine. Quantity is okay. Pressure is low, but we are also running at lower power right now. Internal combustion engine fuel leak. Holy shit, how are you seeing that? Hydraulics are fine. Oh guys, why do we have an engine? Should I try to put some power in again, or is that going to kill it? What irritates me is that in the QRH it says no further action is needed. So what am I, like, just continue, or like what's... It might be that the indication is just wrong. I think that's what it's leading to. It might happen that just the indication is off. I think in the real aircraft, of course, we would have a feeling for that. We could feel the shake in the aircraft, but we can't feel that here. So I would say if we're happy with all the other values... and that's the display gone. No, it's not. Sorry. I think if we are happy with everything else, then we can just assume the engine is running normal. And now, guys, we have a decision to make right away. Oh, and there's standby power off. Captain pitot heat is off as well. Oh, guys, this is going to kill me. And we have the all the indication. Oh no, there's IRSs fail. IRSs are failed. Guys, this is going to be a short flight. APU, yes. That's a good call. APU start. Okay, we still have the second one. Can we use Command B? Heading select. Okay, we have an autopilot. That's very important. We have an autopilot, but guys, in this like usually I would think we get heavy failures when we get close to the destination, but now I think we can pretty much turn back around and go back to Barcelona. I think I can't handle ATC right now. Okay, let's see what's going on. We have IRS left failure, and also we have standby power off. So let's see the checklist for electrical. Standby power is off. Okay, if one or more of these buses are not energized, AC standby bus, DC standby bus, and battery bus, then standby power switch to battery. And how do I check those? Okay, I guess that's that. Maybe we should level out here, since we are with a broken engine and everything. We are not continuing to Naples. Sorry about that, guys. That's gonna be a short stream. Altitude holds. Altitude hold, okay. Check by the displays. I don't think I have the electrical section on here, it's just engine. Okay, what else do we have? We have a Bro-Pete. I think we don't need to worry about that. That does not seem to be critical at all. The question is, can we realign? Oh no, I think once the IRS is unaligned, we can't realign it anyway during cruise, so that's going to be off. Okay, so we had an IRS failure and we have an electrical failure and anti-ice as well. Yes, okay. We don't have icing conditions. I wonder why the standby power is still off. Why it's still illuminated, but I think that's okay. So I think we have handled all the errors which we have at this point. Yeah, about the engine, it's super weird. I will pull it up again. So here's high engine vibrations. We had vibrations above 4.0 units, and we went through those steps. We decreased to idle power, and then it says if the vibration indicator does not decrease when the thrust lever is retarded, check other engine indications. If other indications are normal, no further action is needed. So I think we can just have the engine run in idle. It's better for aerodynamics to have it in idle instead of shutting it down. So that's why I still leave it running, and according to this we don't need to worry about anymore. It might be hinting to it's just the vibration sensor which is actually broken. Unless you guys are seeing something on here which is screaming at you, but I think oil quantity is fine. Temperature, it's running a little bit hot, but not crazy hot. Oil pressure is lower. Might be due to the temperature difference. Fuel flow, of course, very low now because we are running on idle power. And now, is there a way I can switch to the I can get the first officer navigation display on my side? Yeah, I think we're gonna return to Barcelona. Actually, there's no use in continuing to Naples with just one engine. We haven't made it far at all. Yes, Volanta, we could go to Palma just for the fun of it, but I think we can also just head back to Barcelona. Ah, your guess is that the vibrations are triggering some of the other fail. Ah, okay. Okay, yeah. I don't know if that's modeled in the PMDG, but sure, could be. We can put the right APU Gen 2 on to reduce the generator load on the right engine. Yeah, that's triggering the autopilot, that's normal. And now we have a fuel imbalance. Okay, I kind of saw that coming. Can run the checklist, but I think it's just balancing the fuel imbalance. Okay, it just says balance fuel. So crossfeed is open, and now we need to switch off the left pumps, right? Knobs buff. I can put it there. Don't think I can get it over there. Yeah, now I need to put those off, and then we can balance the fuel. Okay guys, I think it's about time I set up for return to Barcelona. That's a crazy failure rate here. Left-hand turns are fine. And I think we can manage back to Barcelona only doing left-hand turns. That's kind of convenient. So let's see, I need ILS, Zulu 24 right, Tapla descending down to 2300. Okay, let's set it up. Okay, wow, what's oh, you guys are kidding me. What the heck is going on here? What's happening to my FMC? No! James, seems like you're having a good time watching watching live streams lately. I'm happy for you, mate. I am happy for you. Okay, let's descend somewhere down 6,000 first, and then we can see if we can set up for our approach. Let's go level change. Speed 290. Ah, I don't have auto thrust. Okay, my bad. I'm gonna leave it at a bit of thrust. Yeah, circuit breakers, it could be popping, absolutely. But usually that's not something pilots mess around with unless something very, very bad is going on. So we are still flyable, so I will try to handle like this for now. The issue is I don't have those, I can't set up my FMC. That makes it a bit difficult for me. With ATC now, of course, would be a little bit, oh, air conditioning. Ah, that's just, sorry, that's just the altitude. No worries. No worries. That's just the unscheduled descent. It should disappear at some point. Okay, that's strange. Yeah, first officer FMC also broke down. And that seems odd to me. It should be independent system. That makes very little sense in my humble opinion. We have a transponder fail. It feels like there's like 1 million errors in already. It's crazy. Yeah, I did 6,000. It is set. Leveled from. There we go. Thanks. Sweet. Okay, we still have this fuel imbalance, but that's being taken care of. And all of them were X-plane. Okay, I don't have X-plane. For the FMC circuit breaker, yeah, with no FMC going on, that's actually something I would consider. Before I do that, I want quickly 109.5. Let's not do. We have a VOR to Barcelona. I just want to get the distance, you know, 116.7. Ah, there I'm seeing it. Yeah, my comms have broken down. We are 100 miles. 100 miles from Barcelona. Okay, let's turn left. Okay, circuit breaker for the FMC. Yes, but where? Can you give me a hint where I find that? Flight control. Engines. Fuel. Fire protection. Oh, by the way, engine vibration monitor. You can just get rid of our problem. Okay, let's actually, when we have 100 miles to go, I don't want to descend too low. overhead panel. Wait, what, the circuit breaker? Wait, near the center. It's on the overhead panel, near the center, in the middle row. Okay, am I stupid or? We're running out of time. I don't know. I feel right now. I think we are lucky in a way that we are cruising back towards Barcelona. Okay, let's do recall. IRS we know. Fuel we know. At least for the imbalance. Unless there's anything else going on. Need to put in a bit of power now. Let's try to maintain speed 240. Yeah, Flying Wolf, I noticed that a little bit too late, but good catch. Okay, and anti-ice, yeah, we don't... Ah, this one now as well. First officer pitot heat as well. It's going really well. Up to this point, the failures are doing what they are supposed to do. They're making my life very difficult. IRS failure checklist. No, I have not. That's a good point. IRS faults. In flight, go to step number 6. We can do it together. So it says in flight. Wait, yeah, in flight, go to step number 6. In flight, the IRS attitude and or nav mode may be inoperative. Yeah. Choose one. Autopilot use is not desired. Is desired. Yeah, I kind of like to use the autopilot. The autopilot on the side with the operation IS may be used except during approach. Okay, so we cannot do an auto land. That's quite logical. Autopilot used during approach is not authorized. Checklist complete except deferred items. Okay. I mean, that's for specific aircraft, but partial capability may be restored by selecting attitude mode on the failed IRS for at least 30 seconds. Okay, let's actually try that. I'm not sure if that's fitted in here, but let's try that. Okay, so if we reset this one, we go to attitude and wait for 30 seconds. Yes, I saw that coming. That's fine. Oh, come on. Oh, what's happening? What is happening? No, did my second autopilot just... That was a stupid idea. Okay, step 13. What is step 13? Oh, holy cow, this is killing me. IRS transfer switch. Okay, so this is not doing anything. Back to nav, and then I do the IRS transfer switch both on right. Ah, that's the one I've been looking for a lot. I still don't have my autopilot. Which is kind of annoying. Okay, I don't have auto flight when set IRS to attitude. Can I get auto flight back anyhow? Is there any way I can get my autopilot to work again? Because that's quite important for the workload. QRH autopilot. Okay. Automated flight. Condition: all autopilots are disengaged. The red light flash and the oral tone sounds. We had that. Fly the airplane manually or re-engage auto. Like sometimes it's so super useful. Just re-engage or fly manually. Okay, since it's not re-engaging, I think we're down to flying manually. Yeah, no, I haven't. Okay. VOR. I don't have VORs working. I think I should set up for flying from the FO side. Let me quickly set that up. Okay, and now I have it here. Oh, it's also not working. It's like an alternate law, right? I'm not even quite sure what CWS is. Okay, let's see. We have 60 miles to go to Barcelona. We are more or less holding flight level 100. Not quite good at the situation. We have control of our airspeed, which is good. We have to see the positives here, right? Girona, if Girona is closer, it is actually, it is straight ahead. Should we go to Girona? Girona is just straight ahead. It's just hard to do everything all at once. Oh shit, what is Girona? Ah, I can't control. LEGE, it's Lima Echo Golf Echo. Information, weather. 150 at 8. I think both runways. Yeah, maybe 19er is better. ILS Zulu 19er, 114.1. Okay, let's try that. 114.1. That's an ILS actually. $114.1. It's 23 miles ahead, so let's start to descend. And we have a heading of 1904, course 1904. 1904, okay, I want to get the approach screen. Very good catch, very good catch. Thanks guys, that's why I need you. Ah, that's looking good. Yeah, the one thing that puts me off the most is that we have a dual FMC failure. That makes very little sense. I think this should not just happen like that. No, I've not checked for icing. There's no icing condition, so I think we're lucky in that regard. Landing elevation, 469. Let's do continuous. Let's do all the lights now. I don't want to worry about later on. Oh, come on. Seatbelts. We should be speaking to the cabin crew right now. Oh, we're climbing in. Okay, I think we should be able to have visual. I think there it is. There's the airfield. So we have a visual. That's very good. Now we're doing a nosedive. Brilliant. Yeah, fasten seatbelts. I'm not saying brace just now, but we might need it. Hey Tibia, I'm doing good, generally speaking. Right now, a little bit stressed, but I think we're bringing this bird down. You know, guys, I've watched a bunch of other streams, Flight Deck to Sim, and all the good stuff of the real captains doing failure streams. But I'm inclined to say they did not get quite as many failures as I'm getting here on this flight. Not in that multitude, at least. Seems like vibrations are still running hot a little bit. 4.3, but I think I'm just going to keep it at idle power. I don't want to mess with the engine at all. Let's go auto brake 3. Also, I need to make sure not to use... Yeah, I don't want to use reverse thrust. I want to have symmetrical thrust on the engines. And Richard, hey, welcome. I think we're handling just okay right now. Let's go speed to 10. And I can't even put in any approach speed or anything like that. It's just gonna be all manual. Okay, idle reverse is fine. Okay, that's good to know. Then I will go idle reverse. Luckily there's no indication that we have failed brakes or anything, so that's fine. Altimeters 1019er is set. Minimums we could also set are 711. Okay, come on, 6. Okay, 4,000 feet. What's my base altitude? Oh, 4,500 Bandol. Let's go 3,600. Okay, I think we can turn left. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . Thanks, Crystal. And then VOR approach runway 19, course 195. Minimum's 930. Okay. I did set up for the ILS. Do you think ILS is going to work? At least we should get the... Let's see. Wait, is my autopilot? Is it there again? No. I was hoping to get this ILS frequency. Maybe I need... can't set up the other side. Oh, it's bumpy. Holy cow. Trimming up. Okay, VOR would be more suitable. Then let's do that approach. VOR runway 19er. Okay, 195, 114.1. 195, 114.1 VOR. And then let's get this to VOR. Okay. What's the altitudes? So 12 miles, 4,500. We are already below that. I'm at 3,100 now. So I want to keep this one at least until 10, a little bit longer. Okay, so let's try to keep this altitude until 10 miles. And then we should be visual. Oh, look at this, we have VOR lock. Yeah, gravity force gear. I'm seriously hoping we are not running into that problem as well now.
2500.
Okay, guys, anything else I should be doing, should be setting up for? Is there anything else you guys are seeing? That's just turbulence, by the way, right? That's not me. Minimums. 930. Yeah, 935. I'm going to leave it at that now. Okay, we're still running a little bit low in terms of altitude. Stance flaps, yeah, we are 10 miles. Flap 1. And where do I need to descend? It's a 3.16 degrees, 2,500 from 5 miles. Yeah, from 5 miles. Okay, 2,500 until 5. There's the runway straight ahead. Flaps 2. Flaps 5. Crown spoiler. Armed. Ooh, oh, holy cow. Those winds are killing me. Okay, we are visual, that's the most important point. Guys, what flap setting for one engine landing? What's my desired flap setting? And I have to admit, guys, I couldn't be doing that without you. 15 or 30? Okay, I think we're not insanely happy, so heavy. Yeah, I'm also not insanely happy, that's right. Not insanely heavy, so I think I'm a bit high. So I'm thinking flap 30 in this case. Okay, gear down. Flap 10. I came in a bit hot now. Wow, I'm curious what kind of failures we have. Asymmetric flap setting. Okay, I don't even know how to set this up. I didn't even know that was possible, to be honest. Okay, flap 15. Not the most stable approach up to that point. Oh, we're getting there.
Approaching minimums.
Okay, flap 30.
Minimums.
Continue. Oh, guys, honestly, I'm not sure if we're gonna bring it down. No, let's think positive. Brace, brace. The wind is so tricky.
Sink rate.
Checked.
Sink rate.
It's a downdraft.
50. 30. 20.
Ooh, shoo, Wow, okay, there we are, there we are, rudder. Idle reverse. Diesel. Holy cow, holy cow, holy cow. I am, no. What's that? What's that alarm sound? Come on, don't give me that Boeing. What's happening? I don't see anything. Are you guys hearing that sound? It scares the hell out of me. Oh, sorry, why am I hitting that one? Wait, there's no fire. It sounds like a fire warning. Tires? Nah, I don't think so. Either the ground bell to talk to the ramp or an electrical warning. But shouldn't I get some sort of annunciation on here? Okay, since we still have the vibrations, I'm certainly shutting off engine number 2. APU generator is running for the right hand side. Yeah, it does sound like fire, right? Might be the engine plate? I don't know. Yeah, so welcome to Naples, everyone. It's just your typical Ryanair ops, bringing you to any destination of your choice. I hope you guys have enjoyed this stream. No, just kidding. I'm gonna park it up and then we're gonna look at all the failures. I'm so curious. Although we can't look at it since it's blocked. No, maybe we can. Crown call button next to attend. Ah, it's not doing it. Off landing lights. Whew. Guys, I have to be honest, I did expect some failures. That's why we set up this whole flight, but I did not expect anything like that. Buses to APU power. Okay, stupid questions, but how would I do that? Ah, the buses. Okay, okay. Yeah, APU seems to be fine. Engine number 2 is shut off. Engine number 1 is running stable as far as I can tell. Hydraulic. Low pressure, okay, that's normal. Engine is shut down. Okay, let's find a parking position. Brake temperature is fine. I think we checked that as well. Put on bed and don't close the guard switch. Ah, it jumped back to auto. Okay. Oh, I'm just gonna park it up. What's it straight ahead? Stand number 2. I am looking so much forward to shutting this aircraft down. And I will gladly head over the key to maintenance. Whew. We can have a look at all these systems before we look into the failures and see what we can find. I did not think we would end up in Girona on that stream. Oh, come on, a bit further. At least I want to get the GSX stance. I'm not sure if that's good enough. Okay, parking brake. Shutting down engine number 1. And let's say APU is running, APU bleed on, isolation valve open. Electric hydraulics, probe heat, window heat, fuel pumps, seat belts. Please disembark in a controlled fashion. No need to evacuate, at least I hope so. Might it be standby power related? Okay, so let's see what we can find before we do anything else. So we had the fuel, we balanced that out fairly okay. That's okay. We had the engine vibrations, we handled that one quite early. Oil quantity is fine. I think other than that there were no engine failures. Hydraulics were fine all the way. Brake temperatures are fine. Tires seem to be fine. We had some comm failures. Transponder failure. Not sure if that's a separate one or if that's related. We had the IRS, left IRS fault. What else? Standby power. Something wrong with the standby power. Did I miss something? You're coming to the gate, can inform authority in 3 days. Okay, so I will be picking this plane up in 3 days and gonna be a fun flight once again. Okay, I honestly I don't know how to get rid of that sound. Maybe let's do deboarding. I believe my passengers are quite eager to leave this aircraft. Yeah, any landing you can walk away from is a good one. James, I think this has never been more fitting. It was not a great landing. Super weird flare I put in there, but at least we got down without breaking anything further. So I'm happy with that. Let's actually see touchdown rate. Although it doesn't really matter on this flight, does it? Touchdown rate 300. I think a little bit downhill runway. Was okay. Anti-ice fault, yeah, good catch. Luckily there were no icing conditions here today. Okay, let's check the failures. And like the dual FMC failure, that's the thing that really troubles me. Dual FMC failure, that makes no sense at all.
Passengers deboarding starting.
Okay, PMDG setup aircraft failure. Only 5 failures. How can it be only 5 failures? Are you kidding me? AC standby bus failure. Yes, we know that. Engine 2 vibrations. Yes. Cargo bottle 3 discharge. Oh, did it discharge automatically? Right pneumatic. Right 9th stage bleed. Okay, but that did not... Did that pop up anywhere? I don't think so. And then we had the first officer pitot heat. Okay guys, it's somewhat strange. It's only 5 failures. To me that does not explain why I have both FMCs locked. We also had the captain pitot heat ice fail. It is strange, I don't know. Yeah, but that's one failure. I mean, it does, like AC standby bus failure, that should not fail both FMCs, should it? But now we can actually look at the checklists. It doesn't say anything. It doesn't say anything. Standby power off, that's what we had. One of those is not energized. Standby power switch to battery. That's what we did, but it did not help the FMCs at all. I don't know. I would really love to have a real 737 pilot look over this video and let me know if that's actually been a little bit of a PMDG bug going on there with the FMCs. I don't think we should have had this FMC failure. It is a glitch. Okay, okay, but that's I've never had this. I know it from P3D. I know it from P3D, but I've never had it in Microsoft Flight Sim. Would be just a very terrible coincidence that we just get it on today's flight. Okay, guys. The sound. Oh, flaps. Shit. Forgot the flaps. Do we still have hydraulic pressure? We do. We have the. Oh no, we don't. I wonder, can we retract them electrical hydraulic switch? Certainly, I would not do it with the passengers running around there. But I think from a system perspective, that should work, right? Also, we have the speed brakes. It's all first officer items. Yeah, they are retracting. I think probably a little bit slower than they would usually, but... Yeah, doing something like this in the Phoenix, I've considered that. I think we could do it as well. Downside is, I think in the Phoenix you have to manually trigger all these failures. They don't come at you at this speed in a random fashion, so you would kind of know what failures you get. At least that's my understanding of the Phoenix failure system. Yeah, but that was fun. Guys, bit of a shorter stream than I'd anticipated. Flaps still retracting. There we go. Yeah, Danish Fly, that's what I've been scared about. So I've been very lucky that we had no icing conditions today at all. Or imagine some icing on top of that. Oh, terrible. I think, guys, that was fun. I think that's something to be continued. Great learnings to fly with all these failures coming at you at a high speed. I checked the plates. I'm not sure if I could see anything there. But that's the good engine anyway. Even if there were something, I'm not sure if it's modeled by PMDG. I don't know, it's spinning. Looks good to me. Yeah, exterior inspection is definitely required. Hey Christian, welcome. Yeah, unfortunately we just landed diverted to Girona. Had a bunch of failures which made our lives quite terrible. Felt much more like the 5 failures we have here in the system. And that's the weirdest one of them all, the FMC, but it might be PMDG glitch, I don't know. Yeah, I have a 777 failure somewhere with Greenland. Yeah, honestly, I've been considering even doing my long-haul flights with PMDG or other aircrafts as well. Just have like one random failure coming at you. I think that would be fun. I think usually you wouldn't get any more than one failure in a modern aircraft. But to handle like one random failure from time to time, I think that could be quite fun. Just decreasing that annoying sound a bit. Yeah, exactly, Denshrai. That's what I'm thinking as well. It felt much more due to the FMC. I mean, having the FMC could help a bit in setting up a proper ILS. All that kind of stuff also. Now it's 6. It keeps coming.
Do you want to deboard crew?
Yes, I want to get out of this plane.
Crew
Both.
deboarding starting.
What came now? Engine 2 Bravo loop fault. Okay, now it's just, it continues coming, but we can just put it off now. Yeah, also which one of those leads to the autopilot failure? That's also what I don't understand. Because we still had, after the left IRS fault, we still had the autopilot. Autopilot number 2 was still working, but then at some point it was not working anymore. That's also something that sounds a little bit strange to me. Yeah, exactly, Lauren, and that's a big difference, right? That's the big difference between me and a real pilot. I can fly the aircraft from A to B if everything goes according to plan and nothing bad happens. Any failures coming up, whew, I am screwed basically. FMC circuit, yeah, it's, oh, they're not, I thought they were modeled. And none of them modeled, okay. Yeah, then we anyway can't deal with those. Right, yeah, it's a weird bit of failures here, also leading to some errors which I personally would not have seen coming with those failures. But anyhow, okay, guys, much shorter stream than expected, although we almost are hitting the 2 hours. But I think that's fun. That's something I will keep doing in the future. Put in a failure stream every now and then. Maybe have them coming at a slightly lower rate, just to be able to handle each and every one of them.
Pilots to boarding starting.
And yeah, Danish Flyer, good point there. Once we have a proper shared cockpit functionality, I think this just brings it to full new level, right? Then we can do some serious failure handling. One guy flying and the other taking care of the failure. I think that's what's gonna make life much easier. Okay, you're saying vibrations begins, then system fails, then we have FMC failure, and we have heat failure, meaning sensors failure leading to no autopilot. And you made a mistake. Yeah, I think putting the realigning the left IRS, that's somehow kicked things off. Although that was according to checklists. Maybe I will quickly. Where do I find IRS? Step 13, I'm still trying. Ah, okay, maybe that's really the thing I messed up is I could not rely on the left IRS. I should just go transfer switch both on the right. That's what you guys been pointing out, step number 13. Yeah, if it ain't broken, don't fix it. Okay guys, that was a really good experience. I am glad we have an airliner like the PMDG which allows us to do those failures. I think it's very fun. Just teaches us a lot about the aircraft. Right, and yeah, other than that, I hope you guys have enjoyed this bit of an adventure here, failure adventure for the very first time. But I am glad we did bring this aircraft to the ground, and we even made it to a parking position. Although I still have this weird, now annoying sound going on. And yeah, it's been fun. I will meet you guys on the next live stream or next video. I will actually be on holiday for the next couple of weeks, but I have some content prepared up front, so you guys will be entertained with a regular Saturday video release for the next couple of weeks. And yeah, Nepal, good point. I should fly there as well, but not with failures, that's for sure. Okay, guys, take care, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for joining. Thanks for all the help. I think without you guys it would be much more difficult to manage all these failures. So thanks a lot to each and every one of you. That has been tremendous help. And yeah, I will see you around on the next one. Happy Easter, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye.